Now we're at a point where I'm going to begin making some of these final pushes, getting it ready for a couple different cross-check angles. So this is basically me just shaping this damage up and then getting us prepared to move into some cross-checking. At this point, I'm moving on to my very first cross-check angle. Got the light turned up, coming in at this direction, so literally my head is going to be looking down at this light. Go ahead and turn it on for you here. So literally, my head is looking down at this light, checking this whole corner out and reshaping this whole corner, making my pushes from this angle. So little by little, I'm going to push up every little spot within this dent, and I may be exchanging back and forth with a little bit of knockdown work. So little by little, we'll shape this whole corner up and get it prepared for a finished product. So we have my head looking down at this cross-check angle. All right, so now at this point, we're going to go ahead and come in from a different cross-checking angle. I pretty much have 2 or 3 different angles here that I can work from. I can actually work standing here above it, looking straight down. I can work on this side, looking down at this angle, and I can work on this side, coming in, looking down at that angle. You will need to push this out from all of them angles. Chrome is very elusive, if you want to say. It doesn't have the type of reflection like an automotive coating. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my light and come in here directly from this angle. Another thing that I want to mention here is during this process, we're going to be doing a lot of exchange between your hammer and knockdown. When you tend to push out a little low area, it's going to bring like a high or a ridge beside it. So this stuff kind of molds with itself. Little by little, I'm going to make some pushes, make some strategic pushes, then I actually come in at this cross-checking angle and do just a little bit of knockdown work. As you can see, little by little, the dent is shaping up. Now the great thing about chrome is when you get it to a 95% level, out in the natural, it literally disappears. Now that we have everything finished and the dent removal completed, we're going to go ahead and re-bolt the bumper to the bumper frame. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and snap everything back together and get this thing all wrapped up. So now you notice that we have everything installed and clipped back together except for the license plate. And we are going to now go ahead and install the tailgate. One of the first things that he's going to do is he's going to countersink this end, and then he's going to tilt the gate down. There's a slot opening right here that's going to go ahead and fit right into that. He's got to tilt it at the angle and then go ahead and slide it in. He's going to have to just rehook the safety cords here. And at this point, we're just basically going to have to go ahead and connect the wiring harness. He's going to run that through the bottom of the tailgate here. Basically snap them in and plug them in. Nice and snug. And then clip that back into its cavity. And we now have our bumper completely finished. All right, everybody, now we're finished on this bumper repair. on this 2013 Dodge Ram. As you can see, it's all finished up. We were able to blend and mold that bumper back out to its original condition. Some of the things that we learned during this process is that crown work is key. And I also think the first few pushes at the beginning of this helped us kind of coast that center along to help it mold out during the crown work. I mean, I spent more time tapping on this dent than I did pushing. So I was able to coast and push that back in and then mold the dent out from the backside. Chrome just looks tremendous whenever you're finished with it. If you do happen to leave a couple push marks here and there, typically on a chrome bumper, it tends to blend in rather nicely. So when the customer or the client comes to take a look at it, they usually they can't even tell that the dent had ever been repaired. So that's some of the things that we learned. Access is key. You do have to find a great leveraging point on that bumper. You do have to cross-check it from every angle. You know, it's a lot like a motorcycle repair. You've got hidden crowns, cross-checking. The further you go into it, the more crowns that you find. You know, it's a molding process. As you push up, crowns appear, and you got to blend them out. But generally, what you're trying to do is you're trying to just reshape that corner. So on this one anyhow, now I will tell you guys, this is not something you're going to be able to pull off on a 98 Expedition. I mean, it's these later model truck bumpers that have just became thin enough to give us the ability to actually repair them. You're going to find I've done quite a few repairs. I've got a video out there on my Tundra bumper. That was nice and soft, was able to repair that relatively easily. And you're going to find that on Chevy bumpers as well. We tend to do a lot of chrome Chevys, chrome Dodge, and chrome Tundras. So that's a big market out there for you. I mean, that's the truck that most people are driving. I have not personally had a chance to do it on a later model Ford. But as of right now, these Dodge, the Toyotas, and the Chevys, they work out great. Just wanted to add that to your arsenal. Hopefully, you will be able to make a little bit of extra money. So guys, I just want to thank you for taking the time to watch this tutorial on this chrome bumper, and I'll see you on the next one.